Good evening. My name is Dr. Catherine Caronia, and I am the Designated Institutional Officer and Senior Vice President of Academic Affairs and Chief Academic Officer for Catholic Health Services of Long Island. Welcome to our 26th graduation ceremony. Certainly a very different celebration than what we would have anticipated coming into this academic year, and certainly different than we could have ever imagined when you joined us for orientation at the beginning of your training here at Good Samaritan Hospital Medical Center. However, nonetheless, just as monumental an achievement and one that we would like to celebrate and acknowledge for each of you and your families. Our program will begin with a few words from our local and system leadership, but first we will begin with a prayer from the Most Reverend Bishop John Barris from the Diocese of Rockville Center.
I'd like to congratulate our Catholic Health Services medical education graduates and your families. I am so grateful for the sacrifices you have made to serve Jesus Christ and the mission of mercy of our Holy Catholic Church expressed in Catholic health care. I'm also so grateful, too, for the way you've embraced the power and mystery of the cross of Jesus Christ in these COVID-19 times of trauma and death. I'm so very grateful to you, and now I pray for you. Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, we ask your blessings upon your Catholic Health Services, medical education graduates, their families, and all their colleagues. We ask that the Holy Spirit may lead you and guide you. May the tongues of flame give you great strength and fortitude, give you great conviction in your vocation to serve the Church and all of humanity. And may Almighty God bless you, the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. God bless you all.
Thank you, Bishop Barris, for the beautiful blessing. Today, you take a big step in accepting power known only to an elite group. With your white coat and your diplomas, NPI numbers, medical licenses, DEA numbers, stethoscope, and knowledge acquired over the last 2 to 4 years, you enter today a life of new and vast privilege. You may not have noticed your power or have recognized it over the last few years, and you may not have felt powerful or privileged. Certainly not when you were filling out endless billing forms and swallowing crazy rules and requirements, struggling through hard days of too many tasks. But know this, in return for your years of learning and your dedication to a life of service and your willingness to take an oath to that duty, society will give you access and rights that it gives to no one else. Society will allow you to hear secrets from frightened human beings that are too scared to tell anyone else. Society permits you to use drugs and instruments that can do great harm as well as great good, and that in the hands of others would be weapons. Society will give you special titles and space of privilege. Society will let you build walls and write rules. Throughout your lives, you as physicians will meet people and families at their happiest moments and at their saddest. You will meet them every day, every hour. They will be in disguise. They will be in disguise as a new mother afraid to touch her preemie on the ventilator, as the construction worker too embarrassed to admit that he didn't hear a word you just said after "it might be cancer," as the alcoholic bottoming out who was the handsome champion of his soccer team and dreamed of being an architect someday, or perhaps disguised the child over whom you tower, or the 90-year-old grandmother over whom you tower, disguised as the man who would prefer to know and he who prefers not to know, or disguised as the man who wants you to call him Bill and the man who prefers to be called Mr. Smith. The rules of medicine are not in the hands of the nameless power, not the people who make the rules, the policies, the governmental officials, the accrediting bodies. It is in your hands. What is at stake here may seem a small thing in the face of the enormous healthcare world that you have just joined, the ever-changing healthcare systems. The cost may seem like a nickel to the $2.6 trillion industry, but is what really matters. It is all that matters. It is the person, the individual, the patient, the poet, the writer, the adventurer, the frightened soul, the wandering mind, the learned mind, the husband, the wife, the son, the daughter. That is who matters in the moment. And in the moment, it is all about choice. You have a magical opportunity. You have the opportunity to decide. You make the choice. You can read the rule book, and someday even write the rule book. Decide. Yes, you can hide behind protocols and policies. Yes, you can say we when you mean I. Yes, you can lock the door. Say, sorry, your 30 minutes are up. You decide, because you can also unlock that door. You can ask, shall I call you Bill or Mr. Smith? Would you like to be alone with your family now? Is there something else that I can do for you? Decide. You can read the rules, the book on how to complete a full history in physical, perform the complex surgical intervention, treat the 60-year-old construction worker with back pain, resuscitate the infant brought in cold and blue, or how to treat the alcoholic with DTs. Or you could say, pardon me. Pardon this unwelcome interruption in your lives. Thank you for inviting me to help. Thank you for trusting me to be a part of your life. Now, what else can I do for you? Be the ongoing change that the medical community needs. It is not all about medications, surgical techniques, and the latest and greatest in tools of the trade. It is the human interaction and the dignity that each of you can bestow upon those who seek your help. This is what individuals, families, patients remember, and we all play a part. We are so proud of the physicians you have all become. Maintain the humanistic qualities that brought you into medicine to begin with. Only you can decide. It is your choice. You are our future, healthcare's future. What I have witnessed in each and every one of you throughout your training, and most recently through the COVID-19 pandemic of 2020, affirms that healthcare is in good hands, with you at the helm. Actually in great hands, and you should all be very proud of what you have accomplished, the care that you provided and the sensitivity and compassion that you exhibited. You have all acted incredibly as skilled physicians, professionals, and individuals. Good Samaritan Hospital thanks you. Congratulations to each of you, and God bless you and your families always. Now it is my honor to introduce Dr. Alan Gursey, President and CEO of Catholic Health Services of Long Island.
Thank you, Kathy. I want to congratulate all of you for what you've accomplished in recent years. I know how hard you've worked. I haven't forgotten my own residency. And you should all be very proud of what you've accomplished. If you're married, I want to thank your families for their forbearance in putting up with your work schedule. I want to make two comments today. The first is that I hope your completion of residency marks the beginning of a lifetime of learning. In the 1960s, the dean of the Johns Hopkins University School of Medicine used to address the incoming first-year medical students with the following statement: half of what we teach you over the next 4 years will be proven wrong in the course of your careers. Now, it's not quite that bad anymore, but it's still probably 10 or 20%, not to mention all the unimaginable things that you will learn in the course of your careers that are not known today. So please read your journals, attend rounds, go to professional meetings. Not only are these things intellectually stimulating, these will ensure that you are able to provide high quality care. And last but not least, a very wise person once said, "No one cares how much you know until they know how much you care. So please keep that in mind. Thank you for your service to Good Samaritan Hospital. I wish you the best of luck in your careers. And now let me introduce Ruth Hennessy, the President and Chief Administrative Officer of Good Samaritan Hospital.
Thank you, Dr. Gersey. I would like to wish a special congratulations to our 2020 graduates from all of us here at Good Samaritan Hospital Medical Center. Like many people across the country, these last several months have been unlike anything any of us have ever experienced. But unlike many others your age, you didn't spend that time home from school or working remotely. You were here, right in the midst of the greatest health crisis of our generation. Simply calling you essential would be an understatement of what you've accomplished. And you didn't just live through it, you rose to the occasion. When there was need, you answered the call with a resounding response. Regardless of your areas of expertise and years of experience, you were there for us when we needed you the most. And for that, I will forever be grateful to this graduating class. I'm sure there are things that you have seen and experienced over the past several months that will stick with you for the rest of your careers. However, in that same vein, I hope that every time you hear "Here Comes the Sun" or any Beatles song for that matter, that you can take a moment and be proud of the fact that you were part of the team that helped to treat and discharge more than 1,200 COVID patients. So now, as you prepare for a new stage in your career and a new set of challenges, take comfort in knowing that you can do anything. You've already battled and survived a global pandemic, but there will be times when you're not sure if you can take on the world. And on those days, I would ask that you think back and remember all of your friends and family here at Good Sam, because we will never forget you and what you've done for our medical center. Thank you and good luck. Now I'm pleased to introduce Catholic Health Services Executive Vice President and Chief Clinical Officer, Dr. Patrick O'Shaughnessy.
Thank you, Ruth, and thank you for this incredible opportunity to be part of this magnificent event, and congratulations to the Good Samaritan graduating class of 2020. While the events of COVID-19 have us socially distanced, it remains so important to take time to recognize and celebrate your collective tremendous set of achievements. First and foremost, special thanks to your loved ones who supported you throughout your residency to get you all to this point. I know I would not be where I am today as well if it were not for the sacrifices and support my family provided to me. And what a wonderful program you were all blessed to be accepted into here at Good Samaritan. Let's take a moment to thank your Chief Academic Officer, Dr. Kathy Caronia, and all the incredible faculty and clinical staff that educated and supported you all during your residency training. Now, colleagues, and I can call you colleagues, I would not come to such an event as this without a gift. No, I did not bring a check and a card, but I do have something to offer all of you that I will hope you will value, and that is advice. Now, I'm not Tony Roberts, but I feel I can offer you some pointers that can help you along on your careers. First, some clinical advice, and likely even more important following that is advice about life in general. You see, it feels like yesterday I was sitting where you are, and this year marks my 18th year since graduating emergency medicine residency training. Yes, it goes that fast. So let me share some pearls in the hope that some of this sticks in those beautiful minds upon leaving Good Samaritan and starting your careers. Number one, embrace team-based care. Dr. Atul Gawande, a national leader in quality and safety and writer, wrote a famous article in the New Yorker a few years back regarding the need for more team-based care. We need less cowgirls and cowboys and more pit crews. More team-based care. Less of me and more of we. So I challenge you all, watch an Indy pit crew, watch aircraft carrier flight deck operations, watch a well-organized code being run in an ED. When performed correctly in this fashion, it is seamless, effective, almost musical, like a symphony. You will serve your future patients well if you work in collaborative teams, each person bringing some degree of expertise to the table, but the synergy and overall output of the team is nonlinear and magnified beyond any one person's capabilities. Number 2, embrace the humanity of your profession. Never lose sight of what it is you all are doing. That patient is not just an interesting case. You're caring for someone's grandpa, wife, aunt, son. I will stress for you all, healthcare is called healthcare for a reason. Many times in your careers, you may question what you're doing. For me as an ER physician, I used to always ask, is this really an emergency? Does this patient really need to see me right now? Remember, you're treating a human being, the human condition, the human person, the whole being. Don't lose sight of that. Many times you may be that last person of hope, and they are there seeking your help. Let me share a brief story about what I really learned in emergency medicine residency training. Always look beyond the chief complaint. Number 3, second-guessing your chosen profession. Let me reassure you all that you have invested wisely in pursuing a career in medicine, and especially for choosing to train with us here at Good Samaritan. Population and population growth has grown tremendously over the past decade, and certainly over the past 100 years. 83 million growth annually at a rate of 1.1%. Global population has grown from 1 billion in 1800 to 7.6 billion in 2018. And predictive models say we're going to surpass 11.2 billion by this year, 2020. Population growth rate continues to increase between 23 and 25%. And newly and growing aged people with chronic diseases continue to grow as well. 39 million people were 65 years or older. And by 2030, there'll be 72 million seniors, amounting to nearly 20% of the population. And guess what? They will all need healthcare services, services that you will provide as physicians. To maintain current levels of care, which are largely not ideal, as we all know, primary care levels must increase by over 60%. Healthy Planet 2020 predicts over a 50,000 shortage of PCPs by this year, 2020. What's my point? Despite what you're all reading about with the challenges of the U.S. healthcare field, you all chose wisely and have chosen career paths that will be gratifying, fulfilling, and needed for many, many years to come. Remember the quote, "If it were easy, everyone would be a doctor." This is the best job in the world, despite everything, because of everything. Last piece of clinical advice. Healthcare operates in a VUCA environment. What does that mean? It means you have to innovate, adapt, and overcome. Benjamin Franklin was quoted as saying, "If you fail to plan, then plan to fail." I learned this well from my colleagues at the U.S. Army War College and even some time spent with the U.S. Navy recently. What is a VUCA environment and how do we succeed in an environment like this? Well, V is volatility. Expect the unexpected. Prepare for unexpected, and high reliability science can help you adapt to that environment. U, uncertainty. Change can happen fast. Be prepared for it. Always have a plan B, a plan C, and a plan D. C, complexity. Healthcare is complex. It's high risk and tightly coupled. Teamwork, as I mentioned before, and support when all known limitations are exceeded. Ask for help. Work together. A, ambiguity. Sometimes no precedents exist, which we call the unknown unknowns, right? So again, multiple contingency planning, and remember this, patients do not always read the textbooks. If nothing else, COVID-19 has reminded us all of this quite painfully. Now the life advice. You're all type A overachievers, I get it. Yes, that helped you get where you are now. But remember, the race never ends. So be mindful to balance life and career work, especially now as you start your careers as attending physicians post-residency training. Many of us, myself included, have passed on recreational fun, time with friends or family to support work and career growth. But don't keep pushing these things off for tomorrow. For as it has been quoted, if you pile up enough tomorrows, you'll find you're left with nothing but a lot of empty yesterdays. Work-life balance and prioritization is critical for long-term happiness and fulfillment. Prioritize all you have to do, and remember what Jim Collins said in Good to Great. If you have more than 3 priorities, you don't have any. The key is time management. So learn to prioritize, and it's okay to say no sometimes to things that don't align in your immediate priority index. Wherever you are, make sure you are truly there. Shut down distractions, focus on the moment, and enjoy that moment. Cell phones, tablets, there's a constant barrage of information, much of which can wait, some of which is actually meaningless. Weed that out. Save time for creativity and imagination. Albert Einstein was quoted as saying, "Imagination is more important than knowledge, for knowledge is limited to all that we know and understand, while imagination embraces the entire world and all there will ever be to know and understand." So save time for being creative and imagining. Think it's silly? Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, Elon Musk all hold time away from all distractions to simply focus on creativity and what could be rather than there is already. In conclusion, embrace and reflect back on all that you've learned in the past and be ready to build upon that platform and embrace your journeys to become our next generation of physicians, our future healers. Continue to learn, and while amassing great knowledge and advancing your careers are important, I implore you to embrace these pearls I have shared with you today. Don't be a cowgirl or a cowboy. Work in collaborative teams. Embrace humanity and truly care for your patients. Don't second-guess your career. Commit to it, but be fearless in the pursuit of what sets your soul on fire. Learn how to not only survive, but thrive in a VUCA healthcare space. Balance work with life. Prioritize, and it's okay to say no. Be truly present wherever you are and eliminate distractions and manage your time effectively. Continue to learn, but save time to imagine as well, and then imagine the future and then help create it. You know, the Blue Angels motto is, "The sky is not the limit." So watch your thoughts, for they become words. Watch your words, for they become actions. Watch your actions, for they become habits. Watch your habits, for they become character. And watch your character, for it will become your destiny. Thank you again, and congratulations to the entire graduating Good Samaritan residency class of 2020.
It is my great pleasure to introduce Dr. Stephen Golinowski and Helaine Larsen to present the Family Medicine Class of 2020. The Family Medicine Training Program was the first residency program to develop at Good Samaritan Hospital Medical Center, recruiting its first class in 1995. Since that time, the program has continued to develop, mature, and flourish to support the ever-changing educational climate to support the developing family medicine physicians. Since 1995, the Family Medicine program has grown as an example of quality, maintaining a high bar for training, and lifelong education for its graduates. A quality program, however, is not attributed solely to its leadership, but encompasses all who take part in and support the educational experiences, especially the dedicated faculty, and of course, the amazing trainees within the program. So without further comment, I would ask Drs. Golinowski and Larsen to present the Family Medicine graduates of 2020.
Thank you, Kathy. I'd like to offer my thanks to a number of individuals. First, Dr. Helaine Larsen for her assistance in helping me throughout the residency year. Also, I'd like to thank the medical education staff, Sam, Helaine, and Denise for all the help that they've gone throughout the year. And thank you for the support and help from CHS, Good Samaritan Hospital, and the administration at HRH Care for all the needs and help that they have gone throughout the year. Welcome residents, honored family, friends, and educators to the 2020 Family Medicine Residency Program graduation. It is sad that at this time we cannot be all together to celebrate the wonderful achievements of these 5 outstanding residents, each of them unique in their own way. Their accomplishments speak for themselves as today they enter the next step in their career paths. Today we live and work in unprecedented times, historic by all accounts, and one our children and grandchildren will read accounts of. But these individuals have lived it and have successfully navigated the dangers. The rise of COVID-19 has changed our present, and it will shape our future. These individuals have succeeded in perhaps some of the most challenging environments known to us. They worked together, supported each other, and cared for each other. These men and women developed into the fine doctors we knew they could be, and the future of family medicine will be better for it. I am proud to call them my colleagues. Please have Dr. Larsen say a few words.
Graduation is a time for reflection. It's a time to look back on all of your accomplishments and to look forward to all of the new and exciting things that are yet to come. It's been 3 years since you first walked through the doors of medical education as brand new interns, as physicians recently given the prestigious title of doctor. I've enjoyed seeing each of you grow and mature. The care and concern you have not only shown for your patients, but for each other is amazing. You have shown kindness, compassion, integrity. There was no task too big or too small. You all stepped up to all of the challenges that residency demanded of you. Graduation is a time for reflection, a time to look back on your accomplishments and to look forward to your future for all of the new and exciting things that are yet to come. It's been 3 years since you first walked through the doors of medical education as brand new interns, new physicians recently given the prestigious title of doctor. I've enjoyed seeing each of you grow and mature. The care and concern you have not only shown for your patients, but for each other is amazing. You have shown kindness, compassion, integrity. There was no task that was too big or too small. You all stepped up to all of the challenges that residency demanded of you. You have a lot to be proud of. The examples you have set for others never stop to amaze me. You have set the bar high, and the residents to follow you have big shoes to fill. You were given the gift and the privilege of becoming physicians, which you have done so excellently. The patients that you care for are someone's family and loved ones, so continue to treat each and every one with the same respect and dignity you have so eloquently displayed through your residency. Continue to make us proud, continue to make your families proud, and continue to make yourself proud. In closing, on your graduation day, greet the future with anticipation, dream big, and work hard. Remember your roots, manners, and the way home.
As I call each resident's name, please come forward. Dr. Craig Coleman. Craig is a doctor, a husband, and a new father. Hardworking and emotional, he always wears his heart on his sleeve. Not one to be shy, Craig's verbal range is as colorful as his ornate tattoo. Dr. Coleman has a loyal following of patients at Martin Luther King Jr. Health Center, and he always brought a cheer to the supporting clinical staff through his actions and words. This poem encompasses Craig's persona. I am unique. I come with no wrapping or pretty pink bows. I am who I am, from my head to my toes. I tend to get loud when speaking my mind, even a little crazy some of the time. Dr. Coleman.
Thank you, Dr. Golinowski. I also would like to thank Dr. Helaine Larsen. I also would like to thank my colleagues who I've spent the last 3 years with, my beautiful wife, Shayna, my beautiful son, Matthew, and all my other friends and family. It's been an amazing 3 years. I've grown both educationally as well as professionally. I truly enjoyed my time here at Good Samaritan Hospital, so much so that I agreed to continue my career here within the health system. I look forward to all the challenges and new beginnings for me in the upcoming months. And I'm happy that I've made my decision to stay within the system. Thank you.
Our next resident is Dr. Arpan Desai. Dr. Desai, quiet and unassuming, resembles the silent assassin. He competently and completely gets the job done, all while supporting his team. His tasks and responsibilities are completed without any fanfare, but his professionalism is seen by all. Arpan fits in seamlessly with his colleagues, and he excelled in his patient care responsibilities. This poem speaks to Arpan's personality. Camouflaged. In all chaotic beauty lies a wounded work of art, beautiful but torn, wreaking havoc on my heart. Camouflaged by insecurities, blinded by it all. I love the way you sit there and barely notice me at all. Dr. Desai.
So first of all, I wanted to start by saying congratulations to all the senior residents who are graduating this June. Although these past 3 years have been hard, they've also been enjoyable due to the support of numerous people. I wanted to start by saying thank you to my parents, my sister, and my brother-in-law for their support. I also wanted to thank my co-residents who, when I started this program, were my co-workers, but as I graduate today, they are people I'm proud to call my friends. Next, I wanted to thank Dr. Golinowski and Dr. Larsen, who have helped me become the physician I am today. Lastly, I wanted to thank all of the attendings that we've had the pleasure to work with over the past 3 years, as well as the staff of medical education who have always supported us residents. I'm going to miss my time here at Good Samaritan Hospital, and I will always look back at these memories fondly.
Dr. Desai will be working within the CHS family in Western Nassau County. Our next resident is Dr. Joel John. Joel always works with a smile and leaves no stone unturned in investigating the complaints of his patients. The energy which he maintains was stolen from the ever-ready Energizer Bunny. He just keeps on going and going. His fondness for the keto diet, all forms of diets, is unrelenting, and he trumps that by his devotion to working out at the gym, now his home. A sense of Joel is in this poem, unique. Because I know who I am, I'm at ease and free. I can't be like others, and they can't be me. I've got hidden strengths, some obvious flaws. Still, I am who I am, for better or worse. Dr. Joel John.
Thank you, Dr. G. I want to thank my family, especially my mother, and all of my friends, both medical and non-medical, for all the support all of these years. I'd like to thank all of my attendings and co-residents who supported, educated, and helped me through these 3 years. There have definitely been many ups and downs for me through these years, but I can definitely say that all the guidance I have received and has helped me to become a more confident and caring physician. Thank you again for all the care and support through these years. I'll definitely miss my Good Sam family, and I hope to keep the high standards you have taught me through all these years. Thank you.
Dr. Joel John will also be staying within the CHS family, also in Western Nassau. Our next resident is Dr. Sadaf Karimzada. The first of our 2 chief residents, Sadaf, the resident mom, both figuratively and in reality, provided a sense of stability to the boys. Though small in stature, she made her wishes known. As the mother hen, she always carried a smile, but got her point across. Never wanting to back away from a challenge, she took on her role as chief and then complicated it with her pregnancy. She successfully completed her duties as a resident, and now she undertakes the task of bringing up her child in partnership with her husband. Something to remember. Keep on smiling. Happiness comes at times to all, but sadness comes unbidden, and sometimes a few tears must fall. Among the laughter hidden, so when friends have sadness on their face and trouble around them piled, the world will seem a better place, and all because you smiled. Dr. Sadaf Karimzada.
Thank you, Dr. G. To my fellow graduates, today is the day that we have worked the majority of our lives towards. Everyone kept saying that there was a light at the end of the tunnel, and now we know that they weren't lying. And who would have ever imagined that this would have been during a worldwide pandemic? Regardless of the situation, this is a great accomplishment that I would like to congratulate all of us on. All of the blood, sweat, and tears over the past few years have led us to this point and will help guide us in the real world. We started on the bottom of the totem pole, and now we have made it to the top. Thanks to everything that we have learned so far, I'm confident that we will keep climbing and contribute our talents to the world. Your future patients are lucky to have you all as their doctors. Thank you to all of our faculty, our program directors, and everyone from the medical education department for their hard work and dedication to our training, especially during the last few months. I thank every one of you who has made this residency program what it is, and those of you who have supported myself and my fellow co-residents along the way. I've been at Good Sam since I was a third-year medical student, and this institution has truly become a family to me. The numerous friendships and relationships made in the last 5 years will be something that I will always cherish and be appreciative of. And on a personal note, being the first member of my family to graduate as a physician, I certainly do not take for granted the education that's been provided to me from college to medical school and finally residency. This would not have been possible without the support of my parents, who have always supported me and pushed me to reach my full potential. I really could not have been here without them. Residency was also a special time for me, as I also experienced 2 of life's biggest milestones during these last 3 years, getting married and starting a family. A big thanks to my husband, Faridin, for consistently pushing me through the best I can be and standing by my side through the ups and downs that make up residency. and for watching our baby girl while I stand here to graduate. I wish you and baby Iman could be here to celebrate with me. With residency coming to an end, I'm looking forward to start as a physician at City MD. Once again, congratulations to my fellow graduates. I wish you all the best.
Last but not least, our final resident is Dr. Ray Min. Ray, the second of our chief residents, is the glue that holds everyone together. Dr. Min watches out for all the residents and makes sure everyone is where they should be. Intelligent, responsible, caring are just some of the qualities that endear him to his colleagues. His leadership and energy are imparted to his colleagues both within the work environment and outside during social gatherings. Events range from games to karaoke, where he could channel his inner Britney Spears. His patients will miss his thoughtful and caring mannerisms. Inner strength. It's only through mistakes we make, we learn where we went wrong. It's only when we're far from home, we realize where we belong. It's only when we close our eyes, our dreams seem clear and bright. It's only in our darkest hours, we truly see the light. Dr. Ray Min.
Congratulations to the class of 2020. We've been through so much this past 3 years. We've worked so hard, and now we finally reached our dreams. I first want to thank my parents and my brother. They all believed in me in my dream of becoming a family physician. I'd like to thank my partner, Anne, for her support throughout all 7 years of my training, between 4 years of medical school and 3 years of residency. We couldn't have done it without either of them. I'd also like to thank all the other residents that were in my class with me. We went through so much together, and we fought hard. We learned a lot about how to treat patients and how to treat each other. Lastly, I'd like to thank Dr. Golinowski and Dr. Larsen for teaching us how to become more than just physicians. We became humanistic physicians that know a lot more about how to take care of patients than just the medication itself. I look forward to my next step in my career, joining One Medical in Manhattan, and can't wait to see what the future holds.
In closing, unfortunately, the other residents were unable to be here to share this time with you. They will be having a presentation from your colleagues, faculty, support staff to show how much they really care about you. And last parting words is, your dreams, you strived, and you are there. Keep up the good work. Congratulations on your graduation. Oh, and by the way, did you guys finish your jelly beans?
So residency training in and of itself is difficult. It's probably, after medical school, one of the hardest things that you go through. Not only residency training, but leadership, program director, associate program director. They're not easy jobs. Everyone wants to be one until they actually have to do the job. The Office of Graduate Medical Education and Leadership also was not so easy this year. 2020 was truly a year of firsts. It added to the stress levels for all of our residents, all of our faculty, all of our leadership. I just want to say how incredibly proud that I am of the family medicine residents. The stepping up, the walking through the doors when everyone was trying to get out. Putting on PPE, at times having to reuse PPE, but being there for your patients, asking how you could help, what you could do. You did this with skill, you did it with honor, you did it with professionalism that is unsurpassed. You helped in any way that was asked of you, and we asked a lot. You ran a second medical teaching service. You covered the PA service when that was needed. You helped in the SICU and the MICU. You helped wherever we asked you to go, often working additional hours that you otherwise would not have done. None of this was to support the rotational requirements for family medicine, but you stepped in and you stepped up. And again, we are forever grateful for the support that you did and completed here at Good Sam. I would like to present the family medicine residents and their leaders, program director and associate program director, with the certificate of appreciation. It reads, "In appreciation of your heroic efforts and teamwork in support of Good Samaritan Hospital Medical Center and the patients served during the COVID-19 pandemic of 2020, we would like to recognize the family medicine residents. Your devotion and commitment to serving the community will never be forgotten. You answered the call as an essential first responder and never wavered. On behalf of the leadership at Good Samaritan Hospital Medical Center and the patients we serve, we thank you for all that you have done. June 2020. And it's signed by Ruth Hennessy, the president of our hospital, and myself. And it's a small token just to say thank you. We would like to hang it in your resident on-call rooms. And basically it will remain there as a piece of history of what you went through and the support that you provided to Good Sam and to all of the patients that you provided that care to. Thank you. In regards to the Attending of the Year Awards, our training programs could not be what they are today without the incredible support and dedication of our faculty within each of our clinical departments. Each year, the trainees themselves recognize individuals who have made a difference to them as educators, mentors, and professionals throughout their training. There are so many people, mentors, physicians, educators that have touched their lives and with their dedication and commitment to the residents and residency training programs have truly made a difference. To all of our faculty, please know that each and every one of you have truly made a difference. Our residents will be presenting the award for the 2020 Attending of the Year.
When we were asked to decide the attending of the year, I think all our residents already had their choice in mind. This attending has been an integral addition to our inpatient experience this year, someone who we have had the pleasure of working with since we were medical students, and someone who has been with this program since its early inception. You can always tell when this attending comes into the room, whether it's because of his next fashion statement or his infectious laugh. His love for teaching goes hand in hand with his passion for medicine. But when the pandemic hit and we needed to mobilize our residents to make a second medical teaching team, he answered the call and dove in as our second attending for the hardest 2 months of our lives.
He gave us a sense of normalcy during this time filled with the unknown. While we discussed new trials and the efficacy of hydroxychloroquine and remdesivir, he grounded us with talks about our outpatient management with Jardiance and Visipa. He continued to remind us that despite how futile these cases may have been, we needed to continue to do our best as primary care physicians and to speak to families and support one another. And that is what we remember most about this attending, the lessons he gave us throughout our time together. One of his classic phrases is, "There's a dictum in medicine." Some of them are a little weird. There's a dictum in medicine. All that glitters is not gold, and all that bleeds is not hemorrhoids, in referencing never underestimating a GI bleed. But the one that we'll never forget is the one that we'll keep with us always. If you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. When we look back at him, he tells us that he's never worked a day. We're proud to present the Family Medicine Attending of the Year to Dr. Joseph Adiotti.
Well, and words escape me. This is really an honor, but the honor is teaching you guys, Thank you.
Guys, just want to congratulate all 5 of you for making it to the end of residency. It's been amazing working with all of you. I look forward to keeping in touch, and once again, you did it.
Congratulations on your graduation to Ray, Sadaf, Craig, Joel, and Arpan. We love you.
Hey guys, congrats. You guys did it. Ray, Sadaf, Arpan, Joel, and Craig. I just wanted to congratulate you on your upcoming graduation. 3 years finally went by, guys. You guys killed it. I know it was long, hard, and tough journey with a lot of ups and downs, but you guys succeeded. I just want to wish you the best of luck in your upcoming future. I know you guys are going to do really well like you did these 3 years. I just wanted to thank you and all that you've taught me. You guys will all be missed, and I'll see you very soon. Congrats again, guys.
Hey guys, congratulations on graduating. You finally get out of here.
Congrats. We're gonna miss you, and we wish you luck on all your future endeavors.
I hope you come back and visit MLK.
Yes.
He's in the background.
Hey guys, just want to congratulate our 5 graduating seniors on finishing residency. You guys have taught me so much over the last year. I really appreciate everything. You guys have been awesome to work with. So best of luck with your careers and hope you guys keep in touch.
Congratulations to all the seniors. We're going to miss you guys so much. You've achieved so much in the last 3 years and you've taught me everything I know. So we'll keep in touch.
Congrats to Arpan, Craig, Joel, Ray, and Sadaf. It's been really nice working with you guys for the past 2 years, and I wish you nothing but luck and success in your future endeavors.
Congratulations, guys. We're gonna miss you. I wish you all the best.
Hi, just wanted to wish the family medicine seniors prosperity and good health and a happy life. You guys have been amazing to work with. I love you all, your family medicine, because you're like family. Best of luck. To the juniors, you have big shoes to fill, but you've been trained very well. Best of luck to all of you. I love you guys.
Hello, MLK residents. Congratulations on making it to the end. I just want to let you know that you have been an instrumental part of our patient care. We have learned from each other. I watch you grow and become the fantastic providers you are today. I wish you all the luck and success in your future endeavors, and I know wherever you go, you will be wonderful, caring, compassionate providers.
Okay guys, good luck. Hope everything goes well. You guys will be missed. Congrats. We'll miss you guys. Don't forget about us. You guys are number one. I will miss all of you. Yeah, I see. Congratulations. You guys are gonna be missed. I wish you the best, and please don't forget about us.